my name's Alonna. Today I'm going to show you how to use a burette technique. The important thing to know with burettes, sideways is closed, up and down opens your stopcock and allows the liquid to travel through. So you want it to be closed for this beginning step. The first thing we're going to do is wash the burette. So what we will do is take a small amount of the solvent we're about to use and pour it into the top of the burette.
That would be the first thing we need to do. Then we would rinse it once.
Be careful not to spill. A funnel would be ideal. So then just take it back and forth and allow the solvent to wash through the burette. Careful not to spill. When you're ready to empty, put the tip inside the waste beaker but not touching any waste so that it does not spill. Turn your stopcock sideways and allow it to rinse out. Now, if for some reason you would need to slow the process, you could turn the stopcock to partway closed. That will allow it to drop one drop at a time. That's particularly useful if you're doing a titration or something where you need to use a very exact amount of volume to know when the reaction is over. So you may want to practice a little bit with this to see where that stopcock needs to lie to get a nice slow drip going. So now that your burette's washed, you're ready to use it in the reaction. You are going to set up a clamp. You will clamp it to the ring, clamp it to the burette, and you want to set that up so that your burette sits partially with the tip inside the reaction vessel, but again, not touching the actual liquid that's going to be in there. You're going to place the stopcock horizontally, and you will fill your burette up to this mark. You want it to reach this 0 mark. You want the meniscus to rest right on the 0. So we're going to take our solvent. We would ideally use a funnel, but we're going to go ahead and use a beaker this time. And we're going to slowly, carefully pour, making sure not to spill. And continue as such until the burette is full. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this beaker the rest of the way. Or fill the burette, rather, the rest of the way. Now when you initially fill the burette, you can fill slightly above the 0 line, and what we're going to do is just release a little bit of the liquid. So we're going to take the stopcock, we're going to turn it to get a nice slow drip. We need a nice slow drip so that we can get it as close to the 0 line as possible.
The stopcock so that only a little bit of the liquid is leaving.
So it's leaving. I'm going to watch up here until we are resting the meniscus at the 0. You want to line your eyes up so that the lines run together. And as soon as that reaches the 0 mark, as soon as the meniscus reaches 0, you close your stopcock. So now you're ready to record for the experiment. What you will do is take this initial reading and read it to 2 decimal places. When you're ready to deliver into your reaction vessel, you will release the stopcock and just let it run until it gets into the ballpark of the volume that you need. Now if you're doing a titration or something where you need to get close to the end of the reaction, we can go ahead and close the stopcock slightly and let it drip until it gets down right to that volume that we need, or in the case of a titration, until your endpoint is reached. When you're ready to stop, you simply will close the stopcock. We will see where the meniscus is now reading. It is at about 16.5 right now. And that is the way that you will use your burette. It is important to know if you need to level that down to 0 to release the liquid into a waste beaker, not your reaction vessel. So thank you and happy experimenting.